Hey guys, it's Ornlu, and welcome back for some more AOC classic campaigns. Indeed, been doing these like once a month, and it's been a lot of fun. So I'm playing the CD AOC version of the game on patch 1.0c. The only modern convenience is I'm using user patch 1.5, so I can get the full screen version, at least in game itself. But other than that, this is classic, unadulterated AOC action. Just having some fun with an old nostalgia run here. So last time we did Attila the Hun, and that was more like Attila the Fun. And now we move on to Rodrigo Diaz. So, El Cid. Spain is divided between Christian kingdoms to the north and Moorish kingdoms to the south. In the barren borderlands of Castile, Rodrigo Diaz, called El Cid, gains notoriety as a brilliant general and a heroic crusader. The Cid is so popular among soldiers and peasants alike that the distrustful king of Castile sends him into exile. The Cid must join forces with his former enemies, the Moors, and fight against his beloved Castile. But an even greater threat waits across the sea in Africa, where the fanatical Berber horsemen are eager to seize what the Moors could not. Alright, so we're going to start things off with brother against brother. Of course, we are on hard difficulty.
Enough! You have troubled me for 3 blocks now, stranger. If you agree to cease this dogged pursuit and leave me to my lamentations, then I will answer your relentless questions. I will tell you why a dead man rides through the streets of Valencia. You see that castle on the hill? That is the home of Rodrigo Diaz, whom Moor and Christian alike call El Cid. It is from the Arabic Sayyid, which means Lord. He is the greatest man who ever lived. The Cid was a knight and loyal vassal of one of the old kings of Spain. When the old king died, his kingdom was partitioned between his surviving sons, Sancho and Alfonso. King Sancho ruled Castile, a windswept barren land named for its many border castles. The Cid continued to serve Castile and its new king, as was his duty. The sly King Alfonso ruled Leon, but openly plotted to become king of all of Christian Spain. There was soon open warfare between Castile and Leon. The struggle climaxed at the Battle of Golpejera, where the Cid attempted to capture the wicked Alfonso.
Oh man, it's basically a drama. Alright, become King Sancho's champion in a trial by combat. Some of the folk of Castile may pledge themselves or their homes to the charismatic El Cid when they see him or his soldiers. Most of the stone in Castile has already been quarried for its namesake castles. Almost all of the stone that remains in the area is in the territory of King Alfonso. And we cannot go to the Imperial Age. Your scouts report El Cid starts alone and can only gain troops if they are granted by King Sancho. Sancho's subjects are loyal to Sancho and friendly with the Cid and might prove helpful. King Alfonso is your enemy. He has a well-fortified city. Your initial forces can probably damage his city, but it is likely you will need to train some reinforcements, particularly siege weapons, to destroy his castle. The border between Golpejera to the north and the Castilian border castles to the south should have ample space and resources. Alfonso trains knights and pikemen, so guard your cavalry with pikemen of your own. And for those who don't know, we have a really annoying audio bug. That means that the game sounds and music is slightly too high, but that is all we can do.
Welcome, Rodrigo. The tournament awaits only your arrival to begin. Defeat my champion in combat, Rodrigo Diaz de Vivar, and I will give you command of my army. Let the tournament begin!
El Cid will fall to my blade.
Get him! Go get him! Take him down, boys. Or boy, singular.
I would face the Cid, my king, with your permission.
You would face him from horseback, no? He, afoot? I will not allow that. However, if he wishes, I have a horse for Rodrigo in my stable. Rodrigo? The horse, Babieca, comes from the renowned royal stables of Seville.
Oh, let's go get our beloved Babieca. So yeah, you can actually do a few different things here. If you run away, King Sancho will become your enemy and you instantly lose.
Sight. Now, go back to the task at hand.
You can also face this horseman afoot, and then King Sancho will tell you anyway, just go get Bavieka after you win. So there are a few different little Easter eggy outcomes here.
Rodrigo Diaz de Vivar, the Cid. You will lead the armies of Castile. I am glad that you have won. You are the only man I would trust with a very important duty. Rodrigo, you know of my brother Alfonso. You also know of his ambition to rule all of Spain. I need you to travel to his castle at Colpejera, capture Alfonso, and bring him to me so that I may persuade
him to join us.
Is enough.
Whoops, that is not the right button. Just love the OG graphics
Your
and voice
army
lines.
has assembled. Look.
All set, all set. Now, what's kind of interesting is that you're given very little direction. You know, it's mentioned that the King Sancho's people will, you know, join you or whatever. But in terms of, like, giving you a good place to build up your town, there really isn't much of one. Unless you know where to go. Back to good old Western European architecture, King Sancho, same as the Britons.
Our homes are yours, Elsie.
Thank you, thank you. Now we get a bunch of houses. But yeah, we have to travel through Castile. Oh yeah, but regarding the volume, so basically, guys, if I make the volume quieter, you won't be able to hear the in-game dialogue. And if I keep it as is, then obviously the music is slightly too loud. But I figure it's a worthwhile trade-off to have the slightly loud music so you guys can hear the old voice lines, which is, you know, kind of half the point of the nostalgia run. Go get him!
El Cid, we heard you were King Sancho's champion. We are at your disposal.
Oops. Get out of the way! So, yeah, like more potential Easter eggy things is if you send in your soldiers, the serfs will get angry at you and eventually become your enemy because you're just walking all over their fields. And if you send in your villagers, they'll be like, oh, peasant of El Cid, send him to join us, or something like that.
Wonderful. With this building, you have begun your quest in earnest. I send my thanks and the thanks of Castile.
Very good. Now, we can get several extra conquistadors, which are obviously going to be a very useful unit for us throughout this entire campaign. Well, except the scenarios where we play as the Saracens. But yeah, this is, in my opinion, the weakest of the... Oh yeah, let's get some pikemen. The weakest of the all of the original campaigns, just in terms of gameplay. I do think that the scenarios just aren't, generally speaking, super memorable, but that doesn't mean this isn't still fun, and El Cid is a great story. And Spanish are offensive when we get to play them. Alright, a few more conks. Then we'll go pick up the relics in the corner of the map. And then once we get our monks over, and this one segment of road is your hint that you can go to the west.
We have heard of the Cid's piety and would humbly join his service.
For some reason, they forgot to record that voice line for DE, so they used the OG one. So you can actually hear that exact voice line in DE. It's also reused in LCID 5 when you pick up the missionaries. Which we will not really be making because AOC missionaries were very, very bad. Alright, we'll send the monks over, then we'll start attacking. Presta. Oops. I hope they don't send their entire army at us, because that would be a big Sag moment. Anyway, just make sure that Elcid eats up the arrow fire! Uh-oh! Don't you dare! Alright. Pick up you guys. Gonna mark it down. But yeah, we have a pretty good army already. Especially with the monks added in. And the extra conquistadors we picked up. Get a horse collar. And now that we have the income of 4 relics as well, which is obviously pretty darn good. Degrado. Let's get that extra line of sight. Anyway, this is King Sancho's only stone income. Not that he actually uses the stone for anything. Or, sorry, King Alfonso. The thing with Alfonso is that he has villagers and an economy, but he doesn't have a town center. For whatever reason. Anyway, go get him! Go get him! That at least thinned out the army. So monks, conquistadors, and some rams should be enough to close this out for us. Anyway, here's King Sancho's lovely town. Mining some gold there. There's lots and lots of castles and towers all over the place. Oh, there's a lot of gold there as well. But yeah, we can't actually just snipe all of his vills as they come over to try and mine stone. Really was a bit of a flaw in the scenario design. Because this is where you're supposed to build up, right? This is where the serfs are. And it's the only decent open space in the map. Wait, I don't know if they can even rebuild buildings. So we should be able to click up here in just a moment. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. They still send their bills out. Which, again, they cannot replace. Because they're goobers. Come on. There we go. So yeah, King Alfonso's got his fortress over here, Sancho has his fortress over here, and we're the monkeys in the middle. Not the. I think King Sancho actually does attack. I think he attacks through this side, but isn't obviously all that helpful in true campaign ally fashion.
Degrado. Agora. Construir.
Mande. Construir. Presta. Construir.
Anyway, we don't get upgrades on any of these units because none of them are originally ours. Still gonna get fletching. You up some farms, no auto reseed, remember.
Boy. Mande. Cazar. Presto.
And we'll just have to wait till Castle Age for a second here before we can do anything too useful.
Servidor. Excavar.
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 Make this slightly more efficient.
Sí.
Bonks are pretty good.
Presto. Boy. Mande.
Oh, Vil pathfinding. How I love thee.
Sí, sí.
Alright. The siege workshop in a monastery. Oh, I never got double bit axe. Whoops. Get some rams going. And let's go ahead and get redemption. Alright. Sanctity. Remember, fervor doesn't do anything for our monks unless they're carrying relics.
Sí, boy.
Sí, degrado.
Presto. Agora.
Need a repair bill here.
Mande. Talar. Talar.
Oi! Oh, darn it. Come on, guys. I love how they give us Spanish archers. Really, really helpful.
Excavar. Construir.
Don't have atonement. Come on. Oh, I lost my forward bill. Keep up the conversions! Alas, no Inquisition either. Get some stone income in case we need a forward castle. I don't think we'll need it, but better to have it than not have. Oh, let's convert the towers, guys. Oh, they do it to us all the time in campaigns. We're gonna get some revenge here. Oh, we are going to do it. No! Oh, yes, freaking heresy, man. Jerk. Come on, researching heresy. What is this nonsense? Our numbers are getting a little bit low. Sancho, what are you doing in here, man? If we were smart, we'd also get some upgrades for the Cid. Come on. Yeah, we're kind of running out of gas here. This is why we prepped for our own castle. You can't reach Imperial Age, remember? Oh, geez, we're out of monks. Well, I can at least stop their swords introduction. Their siege workshops, if I recall correctly, are over there. Okay. Let's get one of these bad boys.
Presto. Construir.
Sí. Talar.
Get that Spanish castle down. Ram's going. Oh, frickin' jerk faces. Another workshop. Yes, husbandry being more expensive. $2.50 food back in the day, remember? Ballistics, I guess. Keep this going. I was right, the siege workshop is over here, by the way. Oh, it's actually only one siege workshop. Yeah, and he's got some archery ranges over here as well. I do like the design of the towns. Got this little castle on the river island thing. Anyway, we should have it here in a second.
So, my brother would have words with me? Since you leave me no choice, I will ride back with you to see him.
Yeah, jerkwad. I don't know why they changed stance with us to neutral after we get King Alfonso, and then they only become our ally a second later. Yeah, see? Yeah, they have some fishing ships in this little walled-off area. They got some farms down to the southwest. They chop wood up over here. I remember as a little kid, I'd bring my army around all the way to the north. How on earth did you get there? And then go right here along the water line, or on the beach, and then sneak in through and then go after the castle. Yep, they're gold mining over there. So, we'll just bring Alfonso and El Cid back, and we will have won our first scenario. Here they are. Does King Sancho not train any more units? I seem to vaguely remember him attacking, but it seems like he's just scouting with one of his units and just slowly having one of these units around the tournament ground leave and then die eventually to the arrow fire of Alfonso. We didn't even get top score SMH. All right, outro.
Although the Cid defeated Alfonso's army in combat, the sly king knew there were more devious ways to win a war. Alfonso lured his brother King Sancho to a secret conference below the city walls of Zamora and had him assassinated in the night. With the death of his brother, Alfonso became king of both Leon and Castile, the most powerful king in Christian Spain. The Cid could not trust King Alfonso, yet he was sworn to serve his king, and that man was now Alfonso. The Cid forced King Alfonso to swear an oath upon sacred relics that he had nothing to do with Sancho's death. Before his army and his court, a nervous Alfonso did make his declaration. In so doing, the Cid helped to cement Alfonso's claim as king in the hearts of the people, for they so trusted the Cid. King Alfonso did not recognize that the Cid had done him a service. Instead, Alfonso held a grudge against the man who was the greatest of his knights for ever doubting him. Alfonso also was jealous and suspicious of the Cid's popularity with the soldiers and the common man. He sent the Cid into dangerous battle again and again, but always the Cid emerged victorious.
And thus the bromance begins between Alfonso and El Cid. Anyway, pretty good KD. Got a few conversions in. Those relics help out a ton. Also, Sancho has 6 castles. He doesn't even give us 1 SMH. Alright guys, that was brother against brother. Next up will be the enemy of my enemy. See you guys next time for that.